the stainless steel lineup that you've kind of, I don't know what the right word is, but kind of have a new approach or a...
Yeah, so I think, exciting for us, one of our launches this year, aside from the clip drive tool, was our new, kind of a relaunch, but a real expansion of our business in stainless steel. And so there's a tremendous amount of opportunity on the coast, of course, for using the right type of stainless steel. And a lot of people aren't even aware that there's different alloys in stainless steel. They think, oh, it's stainless steel, I can use this here. But marine grade versus your standard 305 stainless steel versus your 410, which can be heat treated and hardened type of stainless steel. There's big differences. There's differences in corrosion resistance between those. And so we started down this path of we want to grow our stainless business. We think there's a lot of messaging that doesn't happen in the field that we can help lead the way on in terms of building better and using the right products in the field. So if you're building on the coast, don't use a 305 screw, use a 316. And with fasteners in general, people like to cut the corners on where they can save money. And deck building is one of those places where you can build have people building $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 decks and beyond, but they want to save $100 and use a lesser fastener, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, isn't that the craziest thing?
It's the craziest thing.
You end up in an argument with somebody about the fastener they're going to use, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
How is this?
This is literally holding your deck together. You're holding your 40 grand together here. Maybe you spend the extra $50 on fasteners. That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we wanted to do is improve our offering. So we've expanded our line in terms of camo. We've expanded our size offering and in terms of some different alloys that we offer, so 305 and 316 and the full gamut, really with a focus on deck fastening or any exterior project fastening in that. At the same time, we relaunched on the National Nail side, the ProFit side, we relaunched our stainless offering there with new breadth of line as well and new alloys. So for collated nails and hand drive nails, as well as the camo screws, it's just been a company-wide expansion of that program. So we're excited. We've got new messaging so we talked about messaging and delivering that build better message. We've got that on the packaging. So at the same time, we repackaged everything. So we've got some really super cool packaging that really pops on the shelf for the dealers and attracts attention. And at the same time, delivers that build better message. So make sure they're buying the right fastener for the application.
That's cool. You guys are always looking to improve upon something that probably the average person didn't think needed improving on. I mean, that could even apply to the camo edge clip, to be honest. Nobody was, like, they might have been complaining, but nobody was like, somebody should do a better clip. It was just like, it was what it was.
They were just saying, this is a pain in the butt.
Right. But for you to even go after, like, your stainless steel line and be like, this needs some attention now, too. Yeah. There's a quote out there that I really like about, it's better for you to put yourself out of business and let somebody else do it for you. And you guys seem to really have that thing where it's like, hey, we have this product, but we're okay with cannibalizing that or letting that go away and release something that's just a little bit better before somebody else does.
Absolutely.
You guys know firsthand that somebody might just decide to do it a little bit better because that's what you've done for a lot of years, right? So it's cool to have that attitude.
Absolutely. You see that happening. Go ahead, Wayne. Sorry.
So do you think that the reason you guys have taken a run at the stainless steel industry now or with your own products is that the market's primed for that? Like, do you see a bunch of contractors that are ready? You know what I mean? Like, they're ready to build better themselves.
So, I mean, I think we've already talked about the innovation of our clip drive and our edge screws and our edge clips, right? And so what we found is we've got a really good following on the professional level.
Yep.
But what we've also found ourselves with is that there's some stickiness still in how those contractors can buy our stuff.
Gotcha.
You know, I just got a post the other day, a guy in Alaska, hey, I saw your stuff, where can I buy it? Well, I got to figure out a way to make that happen. And so during this journey where we're going into dealers, right? Yep. Saying, hey, there's a contractor base that really wants this product.
Yeah.
What we're finding is that there's also other opportunities. Yep. So stainless steel is being one of those. So there are some parts of the country that are very educated on what grade stainless to use where. Yep. But when we go to the dealer and we talk to the average contractor and they're building a deck around a saltwater pool and they didn't think about using any stainless steel.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Right? Or where there's a lot of snow and they put salt on their deck. They didn't think about using a stainless steel fastener. And so there's a great opportunity for us to not only increase some shelf space at the dealer on a product that maybe they were in kind of with a couple of different vendors, and now we're giving them innovation. And we're saying, oh, by the way, let us help you out on your stainless steel.
Yeah, and I think that's important when you go to dealers and you take that information and support them because, so like, with our location, there's a million SKUs, not a million. It's like 3,748 or something like that. But like, there's a lot of SKUs, and every single vendor has a reason that SKU should be there, right? And sometimes what happens is you forget about a product line, or you don't know how important it is, right? And so to have you guys show up and be like, listen, you have people asking for this product. You need to change your shelf space. You need to change your offering. It's like, right, yeah, we should do that, you know? So it's good to show up and support the dealers.
Yeah, absolutely. I would go, and one thing just beyond what James said too is we talk a lot about environmental conditions for proper fasteners, and there's material conditions for proper fasteners too. So different fasteners give you different performance attributes, right? So if you're using a carbon screw that's coated for one environment, you know, stainless steel may be a better for that coastal environment. But if you're using a deck product like a PVC product that you know has more linear expansion and contraction, you want a screw that maybe allows for that and has a little more ductility. And so stainless steel, like it just as an exact example, stainless steel has always been the best practice with PVC because of that movement in the board. If you're using a carbon screw, whether it's a composite or an edge screw or a face screw, whatever it is, and you have a lot of linear movement, you're putting a lot of more pressure on those fasteners, and they don't like to move. And so using stainless in that kind of condition is way better. So it's things like that as well. And those types of messages are even harder to get to the end user. They don't understand that, and they need to be helped along with that. So we try to educate a little bit in terms of that as well.